Good morning, I'm Jeff. I'm a Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 12471 Southwest King George Drive here in King City. We're located on the rooftop. We have a 3-inch copper vent as our point of access. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. We currently have water running. Here we go. All right, here's as far as I'm able to get to. I don't know if this is hitting a main lateral connection out in the street. I did locate this spot, marked it with an X out in the road. It's about 6 feet 5 inches deep. I'm just not able to get the camera to go any further. But it would appear that this is probably right where it attaches to the main, or we've actually gone down the main for a little while. Yeah, actually right there is the main lateral connection. It's hard to see because there's standing water, but that was it looks like the T connection. I was able to see right when I pulled back there. And the majority of this line has a significant amount of standing water. You can see all the debris and water. The line's been drained out now for about 10 minutes, so this is all water that just hangs out in the line and catches every bit of debris that comes through, as you can see. Okay, marked here just with a white line. We're out in the street area at this point still. Picking the camera up at about 5 feet. At 97 feet, the depth was around 6 feet 5 inches. Okay, I went and marked here. There's another white X. It's maybe 6 feet or so from the street curb, maybe 8 feet, something like that. Anyway, this is where I'm seeing standing water start up again. So out in the middle of the road there's a marking right where the main's at, and then, so I marked from about 83 feet to 97 feet. That's roughly where a belly is at. I think the belly is actually a little bit shorter than 83 feet to 87 feet. The standing water dissipated here for about 20 feet as I reeled back, and then now it's going to start here again. Looks like it's 63, 64 feet. And this is all in the road at this point still. So it's likely more cost effective, or makes more sense just to redo the entire thing rather than spot repair out in the road. Actually, I'm going to kind of reverse what I said here. I'm not going to start the other belly at 64 feet. I'm pulling the camera back here to 58 feet. This is where the larger belly is at. From this point out, it's a pretty minor amount of standing water. It looked like it was starting up as I was reeling back there, but it stayed very minimal. So anyway, from about 58 feet here out to about roughly 83, 85 feet, the pipe is draining just fine. There's a little bit of standing water, but it's pretty minimal. But it's still worth looking into whether it's going to be comparable in cost to just redo the line, because there is a significant belly towards the end of the line there, about the last, from roughly 85 feet to about 97 feet where it terminates. Okay, so this marking here is just about a foot out from the curb. The marking that I put at 64 feet, I've tried rubbing it off the ground. I've just put some lines through it to show that we're going to disregard that marking. You know, now that the line is all drained out, this actually looks like where the line terminates at. This is either a Y connection for a party line, or this is actually where the line terminates. You have to contact the city to find that out. I am going to go put a marking here, though. Now, it's entirely possible that from this point out to the to 97 feet may be the city's responsibility. It could be some kind of easement, because this is going to be right at the front of the property. It's also possible it's a party line with the neighbor. Anyway, I'm going to put a Y marking right here. It'll be a white Y marking. Okay, I've marked this. If you're in the street looking at the face of the home, we're at the front left corner of the property over by some utility boxes and things like that. The front left corner, I've marked it with a big giant white Y to indicate the Y connection here. And I'm getting it about 4 feet deep. So you definitely need to look into, the city hopefully has record of what this connection here is. I don't know if it's partied up with the neighbor or if this is an easement connection here. And now we're back into the standing water again. Now basically I'm going to leave that Y marking as it is. From 41 feet basically out to that Y connection there has got a lot of standing water in it. Gonna pick the camera head up at about 4 feet deep here as well. I've got a X right here, and then there's dots leading over to the Y connection. Okay, so we're here at the cast iron transition. So at this point, I'm going to keep ruling back through the line here, but if the responsibility of this line terminates at about 50 feet at that Y connection, then the only real repair that's necessary here is from about 41 feet to 50 feet where the Y connection's at. That very last roughly 9-10 feet of the line, leading up to the Y anyway, has a significant amount of standing water through it. I would recommend fixing that. There's quite a lot of debris hung up in it. But definitely contact the city and try and find out whose responsibility or what kind of line we have here, because I don't know if that Y connection is an easement or if it is a party line. I think either way, the city is going to allow them to exist. Alright, I'm about to reel the camera out. Once again, I recommend at the very least correcting the belly from 41 feet to 51 feet. And then you'll have to contact the city about the rest of the line. But all the pipe leading out to that belly there at 41 feet is in good to decent condition and is functioning.